Hi, my name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and we've been doing what we've been doing for over 20 years. And we've saved so many marriages. And we've helped thousands and thousands of marriages. And maybe we can help you with this, where you say, my husband doesn't satisfy me sexually anymore. And I'm not going to just say, do this, try this, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to explain to you what is really going on in all of our society that impacts all of our marriages and has impacted yours. We don't get married for sex. It's not part of the deal. Now, it's a great part of a marriage, but it's not part of our vows. It is a flower, you might say, on the plant, is the sex. We do get married to be happy. In fact, the promise of marriage is that you'll be happier every single day of your life, happier than the day before. Isn't that why you got married? You met your soulmate and you thought, oh my God, he's amazing. We're going to have such a great life together. And now you're talking about sex. What did you do for the happiness? How did you infuse happiness into your relationship? What if your husband was in an accident and he lost the ability to have sex at all? Would you be writing in? Would you be saying, my husband doesn't satisfy me sexually anymore? Of course not. The other reason we get married is because we want to experience unconditional love. And we know intuitively that with our soulmate, that it's possible. You can't experience it in the world. The world is a harsh place. It's brutal. Can you imagine look what happened to people like Mahatma Gandhi and Jesus and Martin Luther King and those who try to promote love. They get hung on crosses, stoned, shot, killed. It's a harsh world. When you profess love, you're not going to get a lot of followers. You're going to get a lot of people who hate you because they don't understand love. And you know intuitively that within your marriage, I call it the sacred space of marriage, within your marriage, you can experience that love. And it's the truth. So those are the two promises of marriage: love and happiness. Ever expanding love, ever increasing happiness. But what does the world tell us? What do we learn from our primary teachers, television, movies? We learn that sex is the ultimate experience. That when we go out on a date, we should have sex to see if they qualify. It's become recreational sex. So with your soulmate, here's the word, soulmate. You're a soul, your husband's a soul, you found each other, you're soulmates. Do you think like a soul? Do you behave like a soul? Do you live your marriage at the plane of soul? What is a soul? Well, some people define it very simply as love, wisdom, and joy. And that's what you are. Now you have taken on a human body, so now you have a body, but you're the soul. You have a mind to calculate, but it's a material mind. It can't understand love. Your mind can't understand love. Minds do not understand love because they deal with the material realm. So they could say, oh, he loves me, oh, I love him, but they can't experience. The mind cannot experience love. You experience love in your heart. You're the soul. It's transcendental. It's spiritual. You know, the so-called experts of marriage hate when you say marriage is a spiritual thing because they go, oh, no, it's not scientific. Hell, yes, it is scientific. because you can experience it. Just because it's not material, just because you can't measure it and quantify it, doesn't mean it's not real. But because it's not material, it is spiritual. That's how that works. So now you're saying my husband doesn't satisfy me sexually. What's really going on is that because you have not had the right education to know how to utilize sex, intercourse, that physical intimacy, to increase the connection between yourselves as souls, you find it lacking, unsatisfying, ungratifying, because everything in the material world wears out. Everything. But the soul qualities that we have of love, compassion, understanding, they never wear out. And your marriage has not been there. So the fix for this is actually really simple. It has nothing to do with going to a sex therapist. It has nothing to do with learning new tricks and taking your recreational sex to a new level. It's not about telling your husband he's got to do it this, he's got to manipulate me this way, he's got to massage that. It's not about any of those things, because those are all material. It's about learning how to open up your heart, to get ever-increasing love, ever-expanding love as your primary purpose in your marriage. So you may want to read one of my books. Better yet would be to get the course for women. For sure you should subscribe to this channel so you could learn more about marriage. But that's it in a nutshell. So I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. I hope you appreciate this point of view. Like the video, leave a comment, and thank you very much for spending time with me. God bless you and take care.